So weekly update, a little earlier than usual. I normally record this on Sundays. I'm having a 10-hour flight later today, so Sunday I don't have much time. Asia, US markets are closed, Asia is open, and Asia saw a very strong reversal. So yeah, the Nasdaq is up 1.25%. So I assume now that we are going to gap up Monday. But yeah, anything can happen. Of course, the market is very sensitive for news from the chip sector. Could either be bullish or some weak bearish news would already push the price down a lot. Technically, we are also still low of the range, right? So it makes sense that we are going to have a bounce here. Bulls and bears are still fighting, and yeah, I think yeah, the fight can continue for a while, but I think if you go to higher time frames, that eventually market is going to reverse lower. These climaxes late in trend is usually a problem for the markets, basically always. The question is not if it's going to reverse, but when it is going to reverse. Yeah, so I assume that looking at the weekly chart, we're gonna range a little more and then break down. And well, the most bullish case is that we're gonna see a little breakout to the upside, then fail, and then we're gonna go down again. Yeah, why? Because I cannot find any examples where a climax just went up forever. And I think it will be very natural for the market to pull back, because if we don't, then we're really gonna have a 1999 event and the crash again. So, and that's not good for anyone. So I hope this market is going to roll over. Also looking at the underlying charts, Nvidia, Google, Broadcom, I don't think they're bullish at all. They could be bullish for a week or two, but I don't think they are have the right structure to be very bullish. Of course, some rotation is possible. So if we are going to chop around here, we could still see some very big moves. And even when the thing goes down, it could be that some majors are going down and the markets are rotating into some sold off stocks. It's possible, but healthcare is still looking good, so there is still some rotation going on, and that could continue for a while. We have to see that day by day. But yeah, market outlook, I would assume that we are going to stay in this range, and then later on in the week, I think it's gonna break lower, and if not, we break higher first and then still lower. I don't think we are going to go straight up for the rest of the year. Yeah, so basically not much has changed. Yeah, so SK Hynix was up like 10% and maybe even 10 in the Asia session. So that's why I assume that we're gonna gap up on Monday. Yeah, but even if we do, I don't think SK Hynix is in a very healthy phase. So even though we could see some bullishes now, this trend is very much overdone. It's extremely stretched. So it's a climax also from these two pushes. So yeah, the end is near. Like Michael Burry said, the beginning of the end has started, and well, he has his own metrics. I just look at the charts, and well, I agree with him looking at the charts. So what can we expect? Well, anything. What can we expect here? This is an example. If the market